Mr. Barnhill, would you please state your name?
Yes, my name is Robert Scott Barnhill.
All right. And Mr. Barnhill, where do you work?
I work as a case manager for the 23rd Judicial District Drug Court program.
All right. Did the drug court program receive an application from the defendant?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And was the defendant provisionally accepted to the program?
Yes, he was.
Okay. Can you state some reasons why the defendant was accepted provisionally to the program?
Well, we do a lot of assessments, probably, I don't know, 100, 200 years. We see a lot of participants or wanted to be participants in the jails and talk to them, and I've had them all from looking at me like they're just ready to go back to their cell, go to bed, from some trying to just probably get out of jail, and then some more intensive through talking with them, through emotions, through I'm tired of this life, and can visually see that they're ready for something different.
That last situation you described, was that your impression of Mr. McElhinney?
It was.
Okay. And to determine whether an applicant's accepted, how does that process work with the recovery court?
We have an assessment form that we use, that we do first with each applicant. And then we extensively speak with him after that over what do you want out of drug court. Just try to dig around and just see what kind of individuals. It's our one time to really probe and to understand and to feel where they are, and are they broken? Are they ready? You know.
The reasons given by Mr. McElhinney, do you recall any of those?
Yeah. I just know that after we finished the initial paper assessment, that we got to talking about, are you ready to really change? Are you at that time, or have you had enough? And he broke down crying on me, and I could tell that he's been down the road through drug addiction, and he just wants a way out. And so yeah, basically.
Did he express to you his goal in the recovery court process, should he be accepted?
He didn't go into much intention. He just said that he wants to, be sober. He wants to complete it. He wants a life like I'm a recovering addict, like me, like Doug, like the 300 and some odd graduates that we have. That we have a 82% success rate, that they not only stay out of the court systems, but stay sober. It's a very disciplined program. And
is that 82% success rate, that's if someone does complete the program?
yes.
You're saying that 82% do not reoffend?
They do not. We just done a survey back with the state 3 years, for the past 3 years, and that's our percentage rate that we have come up with.
So if someone makes it through the program, they have around 4 out of 5 chance of not reoffending.
Exactly.
Within what time period?
I don't even know if there is a time period. So as much as I've kept up with for the last 9 years, 9 years,
Yes, sir.
to my opinion.
Now, if someone doesn't complete recovery court, what happens?
They get terminated. They'll be either terminated and they'll go do their sentence.
So in recovery court, what services are provided to the applicant, should they be accepted? How would it start if Mr. McElhinney was?
If he was accepted in the drug court, we would come to the jail, pick him up, the Dixon County Jail, and then we would either send him to a 28-day treatment program or a 1-year-long treatment program. As soon as he completes it, we will go pick him up. We will transport him there, we will transport him back, And then he comes back to drug court and starts his drug court venture, which will basically, all of our men work at the same plant. He'll get a job there, and he'll go to work. He'll be on house arrest for the first 6 months. He'll go to work. He'll come to our shop or office. He'll take a drug screen. He'll go into a group or meeting, whichever there is that day, and then return home with the guys at our sober living house and call his sponsor and work the steps, do his chores, and then can rest and get ready for the next day. Very disciplined program.
And if Mr. McElhinney were to break any of those rules, what could happen to him?
Well, as a team, we have a full team that we discuss sanctions regarding what the rule breaking is, basically. And it could, it could be as low as write-offs up to being put on hold. There has been jail time imposed on the weekends. There's a multitude of, it's all depending on what he kind of does, basically, to get a sanction.
And if there is a sanction, is there a court hearing on that where he has a lawyer representing him and he gets to argue about what happens to him?
Nope. Judge Lockett Mash and the team will get together, and whatever he does or whatever we deem necessary to be the punishment for it, he will accept that as is.
And that can include revocation of his drug court and being sent to prison.
Right.
Is that right?
Exactly.
To serve the sentence that is ordered by this court.
Yep, and he won't know it until the guard comes behind him and handcuffs him and takes him away.
For people who enter the program, what is the chance generally of them succeeding?
I'd say a 75% chance.
Okay. And then after that, as you testified already, there's a good chance of them not reoffending.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, 82%. We just done a recent survey. Yeah.
So do you believe that recovery court works?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
It worked for me.
Now, there was some testimony earlier about Mr. McElhinney going through Hope Center. Can you distinguish, this was Hope Center several years ago, I think. Can you distinguish that from what recovery court does? What's the difference?
Okay, well, the Hope Center is more a spiritual program. It also does CR. They have meetings and celebrate recovery and different things, but it works on a spiritual thesis, basically, that, and I believe, that through Christ, anything can happen. I have no doubt. He strengthens us all. But also know that discipline, because of our own self-will, that we have to be disciplined in that. We, as addicts, recovering addicts, we have to do certain things. It's like an antidote each day to be able to stay sober. I think you need the spiritual foundation, and I think you must have the discipline foundation. And I think that the combination is why drug court works so well.
Thank you, Mr. Barnhill.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Mr. Barnhill. I just have a couple questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're a case manager at the drug court. Tell me what that means.
Basically, I drug test all the male participants. I do groups with them. It just means that we're in constant, me and Doug are in constant, always around them, always working with, talking with them in our office, counseling them, working them through things, issues. It means a lot of different things, but.
Do you live at the drug court housing as well with them?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there someone that supervises them that lives there with them?
Yes, ma'am. Each house has a house manager, that supervise them.
And is that somebody that works with the program, or is that another participant?
That is usually another participant. We do have sometimes other ones that have went through Synergy and just, want to come into our houses that are very structured, but most of the time it's a participant that is in the upper phase that hold a lot of trust with us.
All right. So in looking at the provisional acceptance that was provided, it stated that you assessed Mr. McElhinney and you recommended CAP. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So CAP is only a 28-day treatment program, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why would you recommend that versus Synergy if Mr. McElhinney has an over 20-plus year usage history according to his own accord?
Well, I know I have met Mr. McElhinney before at the Hope Center. I used to counsel there and stuff, and I know what he's like to be sober. I know he's had that in him. Sometimes it just has to be brought back out or get into the routine. A lot of times people that we send to Synergy are have no treatment before or extremely high risk, and most of our participants are high risk, but I just deemed that 28 days would be appropriate for him.
And do you feel like, I mean, you are obviously able to hear it today too, that the probation has assessed him as high risk?
Yes, ma'am.
Does that change your opinion on what he may be, if he was allowed to go to drug court, what he may need?
No, I mean, it's possible.
Okay.
It is possible, yeah. I mean, we always discuss as a team, and a lot of our high-risk people that we get in, they can go through a 28-day program, and we can get them back, and they can do very well too, but it's possible that he may need a year
And then,
at Synergy or something.
and obviously, y'all know I'm a big advocate of the drug court for many people, but there are people that violate drug court. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I mean, obviously, this court and I have seen them multitude of times coming in and having to drag y'all in to testify about a violation for that. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it's not just as simple most of the time as that they just go and do their sentence, though, right? If they violate drug court?
It depends on what kind of violation that they have. You talking about like a termination or something?
If they're terminated.
Yeah, they go do their sentence.
Well, they're entitled to have a VOP hearing, aren't they?
I believe, I'm not for sure.
Okay. Most participants of drug court are placed on probation, is that correct?
I believe so. I know I don't know if it's different judges have different types of way that it is written up. So I'm not for sure if it's just a violation or if they've been furloughed. I'm not for sure.
Okay, but it's possible that in order to send a person to serve the rest of their sentence, they get to have yet another hearing in front of a judge, and not just Judge Lockermash in the drug court.
I'm not for sure.
I'm going to object and just say it calls for a legal conclusion.
Sustained.
So tell us how drug screens work at drug court. How often do they get tested?
We have a color line that we have. It's red, white, and blue. We put different participants on red, white, and blue, depending on how they come in. I call a color every day. If I call red, it's your color. You come to the shop and you take your drug screens. They average, I'd say, about 2 to 3 drug screens a week. They are supervised about as supervised as you could get as a drug screen. I don't think there's no way you could ever pull nothing over us.
All right.
So that's how that works, yeah.
And you'd agree as well that there's a lot of times that people in jail will express interest in drug court, but realize that it's because it's their only alternative to prison.
True, yeah. And we've had a lot of graduates that has clearly said that. They just wanted to get out of jail. And then guess what? They got into our drug court program. Things started changing. They got a relationship with God. They got a relationship with their family. They started paying taxes. They started paying their child support. They started paying their fines. Things just started happening for them. And they started changing. And they realized it was something they didn't want to let go of anymore.
And I think on y'all's provisional acceptance, it states as well that Mr. McElhinney has a hold out of Fairview. Are you
Yes.
aware of what that is?
I cannot remember if I wrote that. I just know he had a hold. The reason I know it because I know what the Fairview's hard to deal with.
Okay.
Get him transported, and that's the only thing I can remember.
So even after today is done, if he was to be allowed to go to drug court, he'd still have to go to Fairview and deal with whatever they have on him.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. And then, is he also required to serve a 180-day sentence in Robertson County for failing to pay child support?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's also something that he's gonna need to go and deal with
Yes,
prior to ever getting to go to drug court, if that's an option.
exactly.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Barnhill. I don't have any other further questions.
All right, thank you.
Anything further for this witness?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. You may step